What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here with the Promised Neverland Awesome Sauce, man. I know it's been a while, but I was in the mood to read some Emma greatness. I know that last time we finished off on a perfect part to pick up on sometime later on in the future. We finished the Goldie Pond saga last time, and it's such an epic and an incredible and immersive experience that was that amazing conclusion to that saga. And so here we are, man. I'm about to start the new arc in the series. This is going to be interesting and weird in the same way that I felt about the last time, or whenever we finished the Gracefield House arc. I was like, man, I really do wonder where the series is going to go from here. After the way the Goldie Pond arc went, I was like, man, I've been thinking, what is going to happen now? What's going to happen next? Because I know that we have the stuff going on with Norman over there and whatnot. So I wonder if we're going to start to connect those two plot threads together, and eventually leading towards finding out more about the overall plot of the series. So we'll see what happens, though, man. But my goal is to reach chapter 100 today. We're on 96. So I'm going to try my hardest to reach that, man, because I really, really want to get to that chapter 100 greatness, man, so that we can get closer and closer to catching up to the Promised Neverland Awesome Sauce. So let's get right into this without further ado. And the very first chapter that I put in has a color page, man. And y'all know how I feel about color pages. That has got to be an immediate save right there, son. Looking really, really nice. Emma's looking down at a watch with the kids behind her. You see Norman right there chilling in the back. Really, really nice color page right here, man. So let's get right into it. All right. So we have Goldie Pond being destroyed. All the demons with getting pwned, basically. All of them on the floor here. You even get to see the top hat of my boy Lucas, or not Lucas, Lewis, Lewis. My boy Lewis right there on the bottom. And last time where we left off, Emma was extremely wounded. So here we have, hang in there, Emma. You're going back to your family, right? And you want to know my name, so don't you die on me. Emma. It's already been 6 days since Emma and Ray left. I wonder if they've arrived at Goldie Pond yet. I wonder if they're okay. I'm sure they're fine. Man, I don't remember because it's been quite a while since I've read Neverland. Did we ever find out this dude's name? Because I remember that was a massive part of the arc. I was trying to find out his name, man. I should have reread the last couple chapters for it. Whatever, man. All right. Dawn, it's showing on your face, Gilda. I know you're worried, but if we act nervous, they'll get uneasy too. You're right. Sorry. Thanks. Nat, let's go hunt our dinner. Sure. I hope we'll get a bird for dinner. I don't want bugs or lizards. And then here we have, they're hearing a ruckus coming in. They see the beep beep, and suddenly the door is opening. Lights coming in. Emma, they're home. Emma, Ray. And you see, man, dude, they were excited to see Emma. What they see instead is an individual carrying Emma, a very injured Emma, man. That's the best way I can put it. Move. What's happened to her? Where's Ray? Coming later. And then he immediately puts Emma down. I mean, I don't have time to rest. First transfusion, then. Is Emma okay? Is she alive? Where's Ray? Answer me if you killed him and now plan to kill my siblings. Something happens. I play through any at least one of them. Definitely back down below the shelter. Was she seriously injured and ready to go back? Oh no! Wait, that's not it. And there's no time to explain. No way, Emma. Gilda, she's still alive. Man, and that really sucks because since it was a part of his original plan to do something like this, they're not gonna trust him. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he has no time to explain and has to get some has to transfuse some of his blood or over to Emma. Like, how is he gonna get out of this situation? Her pulse is really weak, but she's still breathing. Now, don't jump to any conclusions. I need your help. Which ones are Dawn and Dominic? I need your blood to transfuse to Emma. Ray told me that you have the same blood type. I'll get medicine, the ones we brought from the house, and I need hot water to sterilize the tools. Okay, so they're starting it off. We'll get to see Emma right here. We'll kick back over here to Ray. I'll take over the watch. The watch? Yeah, he's over here on some Jon Snow stuff, man. I'll take over the watch. I wonder if that girl made it safely. She saved me, you know? Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. She saved them all, man. You know what I'm saying? So they established that Emma established that connection just in one arc, and that's the one thing that's always really cool about the way that certain main characters have that impact on individuals. That whenever they enter an area, whenever they come out of the area is never the same. Neither the area itself or the characters that reside within the area. And to me, that has the makings of a really great main character. Is whenever you can do something like that. Um, so, but that's just one of the things. This is one of the things that I enjoy. That to see the impact that a main character has on a place that they visited. And especially its characters, because the place wouldn't be a place without its characters, you know. So if she hadn't, or without its residents, if she hadn't been there, we might not be alive right now. So I want her to make it. I want to thank her. I want all of us to get there safely so that we can show her we're okay. Yeah, and we see Ray, because you know Ray's like, yeah, man, I 100%, 110%. And we see that Emma finally wakes up. The house, am I dreaming or did I die? Man, and then we get a beautiful double page spread. Beautiful double page spread of everyone. Every single individual that is alive, here and ready to go. Got Jet Set Radio Girl chilling up there, Lucas. Whole squad. Sitting here surrounding Emma. Our beloved Emma, man. The one who, for the entirety of the series, has never really, she's never really prioritized her own survival over the survival of others. She's always wanted everyone to live through a situation and not just herself. If anything, she would sacrifice herself in order for everybody else to live. So, to see everyone here surrounding her bed must mean the world to her. You know, because we know how much that means to her, how much other individuals mean to her. This has got to be something incredible to her, man. Once again, showing the impact that Emma's had on these characters. The shelter, guys. Yeah. Emma, you're finally awake. You didn't wake up for so long. I thought you were going to die. Is everyone okay? Yeah, there are some who can't move yet, but we're all alive here and well. We're all alive in here. Welcome home, Emma. Thanks. Welcome home, Emma, man. What a line. Even though they don't have a home, they make every single place home because of the characters that are there, because of the people that are there. You know, like, if you go with the individuals that are usually with you all the time, and let's just say that you lose your home, whatever the case may be, and you have to escape, or just go out somewhere, move, and whatnot. Every single new place that you go with these people that you've been with, whether it's your parents, some relatives that you've been staying with, whatever the case may be, some friends, wife, husband, children, whenever you come home, regardless of whether it's the same house you were in before, a different place, it's always home, because once again, it's not about the material stuff that makes it home. It is the individuals that live within the house that make it home. At least that's the way that I look at it. Because in a situation like this, where they constantly have to move from one place to the other in order to survive, home is wherever the Gracefield children are. Like, that is home to Emma. And I love that line so much. Welcome home, Emma. And she gives the big smile. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Oh, Mr. Hay, you need to stay in bed. Thank you for saving me. And I'm sorry for stuff. To reintroduce myself, I'm Emma. What's your name? My name is Hugo. Yo, we had never heard that, right? This is our first time hearing that? My name is Hugo. Hugo. Thank you, Mr. Hugo. It sounds weird, doesn't it? 4 weeks had passed between the day we'd left the hunting ground and the day I'd woken up. 4 weeks? Wow. Straight up month passed. Anyway, you have to start light. Have some soup. Emma's face right here is priceless. Ray's group hadn't been chased by pursuers and had arrived at the shelter within 3 weeks. But Sandy and Paula still couldn't get up. Emma, you shouldn't be moving around yet. I'm okay now. I lost 4 weeks. I can't stand still. There's something I have to do. Gilda, can you get our siblings? I want to talk to everyone. choose the future you want. That's what Mr. Minerva said, and he left us this information. We're going to get Phil and the rest of them. I want you to hear my plan. Yeah, what's I hold on, next phase. See, this is the thing that Neverland has, man. When Neverland hits you with the to be continued, you want to immediately go to the next chapter. A08. A0863, Goldie Pond. Is Minerva there or not? There might be something that will lead us to the human world. We're going. And then the memories of everything that's taken place. You already know this is going to be like used as a clip show, whatever we get here in the anime. Just showing, because I could see Goldie Pond being the end of a season, honestly. I could see chapter 95 being like the final episode of season whatever, 2, 3 of Promised Neverland. Or it could very well be these, like 96 could be, no, I don't think so. I think to end off like on a Promised Neverland-esque note of not really knowing what happens to the characters, I think to end on 95 would be the ideal choice. But yeah, I might be wrong there, just depending on where these chapters right here go. So we see a couple of panels of what has happened in the arc so far, even going back to whenever they reached that one mysterious place with Lucas earlier on in the arc as well. So let's continue on here. Chapter 97, The Future You Want. So something was really there. Mr. Minerva was already dead. The way to the other world was an elevator above a pond. To think there was a passageway at Gracefield House. This is amazing. The passageway supporters, blueprints of the farms, the Lambda Project, the 7 walls, and look, there's even instructions on how to get in touch with the supporters. If we do make contact, does it mean we can go to the human world? We get in touch with the supporters and use this blueprint of Gracefield to rescue Phil and the others, then we can escape to the human world from Gracefield. So if we want to, we can immediately go to the human world. That's gonna be crazy, man. The human world. Yeah, probably, but it's also dangerous. The Hiratori clan. The family of Mr. Minerva. For generations, they kept the promise of feeding children to the demons to maintain order in the human world. I'm sure the traitor who killed Mr. Minerva, as well as the whole clan, won't allow us to be free. It means the Hiratori family and the traitor who killed Mr. Minerva will come after us with full force. So under those conditions, even if we go to the human world, our safety won't be guaranteed. So that's basically just building up the Hiratori clan and the individual who betrayed Mr. Minerva to be like that final obstacle that they have to surpass to either get to the human world or once they get to the human world before they have a happy ending. The passageway in the farm is probably managed by the Hiratori family too. Another issue is whether the human world knows of us. Even if we get there, would they accept us? Or want to break the promise to go there? If they realize that, the demons might come after us too. And, worst case, we might cause another war between the two worlds. No way. Do we escape in secret with only us? Or do we start an all-out war against the demons with all the children from all the farms? Yo, can you imagine that? Like, they grab all the kids from all the other farms and start this massive revolution, this massive uprising against them. I don't want war. And what I want is the release of everyone at Gracefield. Regardless of how many there are of us, I think it's impossible to escape without them noticing. That is kind of factual. Emma does have a great point right there. Like, at this point, they should prioritize having as many people as possible. I mean, I know she's not thinking of it that way from a strategic standpoint. I know she's not seeing it from, let's get bigger numbers, let's get more support. She's just trying to think about saving everyone. But at the same time, because she's right. Even if there's like 1, 2, or 3, or if there's 70, they're going to find out some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying? So it's better off to gather as many people as possible. I want all of us to escape, and I don't want to lose anyone. Not anyone from my family or the friends I made at Goldie Pond. And I don't want to just escape. I want to live happily in peace. Which is very, very interesting. Considering that, like I said before, that means that they 100% have to have that confrontation with the Hiratori family. Or whatever the final boss is going to be in the human world. That final obstacle. In order to live happily in peace. And who knows, like they brought up in this chapter, will they even accept them? You know, like what does the human world think of individuals from over here? Do they even know it exists anymore? Who knows? And I realized something when I was placed in the hunting ground in Goldie Pond. This world has many children raised as food like us. I just didn't know about them. I can't leave them behind. The future I want to free all of the children. So now their mission is to free all of the children, man. That's going to be a massive revolution. Not just Gracefield, but Glory Bell, Grand Valley, and the last farm, Goodwill Ridge. The mass production farms that Sonju told us about, and the new farm, Lambda, where Adam may have come from. And you know what that means? If they go to where Adam came from, she's going to run into Norman. I want all of them gone. I want to create a world where children aren't food. I want to first make this a world where we won't be pursued before we escape. A world where we won't be pursued. And for that, we have to find the 7 walls and make a new promise with. And then it's that weird name, man. That weird name that continues to spook me. The 7 walls it's the thing Mujiko was talking about. And blah, 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 is what Sister was talking about that night. Do you know about blah, 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 blah? A new promise? Is a being who stands above all demons and is past the 7 walls. If we make a new promise with we can safely go to the world without demons. But it also says even Mr. Minerva's never reached the 7 walls, and he's never met a new promise. What would that entail, and how would we do it? I know I'm being pessimistic, but could we achieve such a feat? Because I'm sure the demons would want to keep eating humans. Give us a hint regarding that. See here, the other promise that was made. I see. What does it mean? It's going to take a while. It's also a big deal. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I want to go forward with this option. What do you all think? Will you still come with me? I think at this point, Emma, they'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Look at that. They're smiling, ready to go on the next swim. Or do you even have to ask? Exactly, man. Exactly. Of course we'll go. Let's find the 7 walls. Then we have to do these 5 things. Get in touch with the supporters. Find the 7 walls. Meet with... Make a new promise. Return to get Phil and the others to go to the human world. So that is our 5 main objectives before we can move forward with the story. Supporters, 7 walls, make a new promise, and go get Phil. We have to do all this as soon as possible, but definitely within 2 years we can do it. When first we better find out if we can contact the supporters or not. Hold on. I have to tell the man, Hugo and them, about what we talked about and ask their opinion. You don't have to ask. Yo, he was here the whole time. That sounds great. A world without children being eaten. Do it. I'm in too. Me too. Here, you guys are outside? We got some tree nuts from the forest. Are you sure about this? Hugo, Lucas, and everyone from the hunting ground, you guys have the option of secretly escaping first, you know? Well, it's a crazy idea. It's going to be super dangerous. But we don't want to escape first. Is that how you see us? Let us help return the favor. You're going to take me to the human world with you, right? You should come with us. Come to the human world. We'll go with you, Emma, and everyone feels the same way. And here we see, man. So you 4 were eavesdropping, eh? Oh, what? No, we just happened to be here. We're coming, Phil. Yo, let's take it back to my boy Philip. What's wrong? Nothing. Mujika, I'm going to do it. And yo, we got my boy Norman with a determined face, man, writing. They're back in the room. What the heck is that? It's that Rotary dude, bro. And he's looking at what appears to be kids. All like in a fetal position. Inside of some sort of glass container. We have finally found the body of Lord Bayan. Even his subordinates couldn't find him, right? Where was it? Man, this is a Hunter x Hunter-esque panel right here, bro. It really, really is. It really is a Hunter x Hunter-esque panel. It was buried deep in an underground vault, and we haven't found a single corpse of the children. That's odd. They were supposed to have been hunting. Thanks, you can pull out of Goldie Pond now. You'll be in charge. Search the area diligently. The self-destruct system was activated at Goldie Pond within 2 weeks after the escape at Gracefield. I wonder if it's a coincidence, brother. Either way, I won't let them get away. Those children are necessary in this world. Bruh. All right. All right. You got me, Neverland, man. You got see it. This is the problem with the series, man. Another color page. We have some hawks, some eagles, going up in the like swimwear as we see the rest of the kids. And here, chapter 98, starting sound. Man, that was truly a Hunter end of a chapter right there, man. That was great. December 2031. So this is during the 2046, around 15 years. Is this everyone? Yes, sir. You foolish traitors. To think that this many were hiding in our clan. Do it. They killed them. Back to March 2046. You'll be in charge. Search the area diligently. Found that this is where the children are hiding. Don't leave anyone alive. Slaughter all of them. Yes, sir. No, they ain't there. Look at any no Gracefield kids, not even anyone from Grand Valley. What's going on in the shelter is, it's empty. At exactly 6 o'clock, the BO632 shelter starts the morning with the sound of pots. Good morning, wake up, breakfast's getting cold. Good morning, Chris. You're energetic as always. It's been a month and a half since arriving here. Thank you for the food. Currently, we're a family of 63. Our personalities, ages, and home farms are all different. But everyone gets along. Cooking, cleaning, obtaining food, and other tasks are divided evenly. This place is smaller than the house and we have less food, but it's really fun every day. I have more friends, and there are more things I can do. That's why I'm really happy right now. My boy Adam. Thanks, Adam. 63194. 63194. 63194. Adam is repeating Emma's number again. Oh, was that the number? Oh, well. Do you guys know where Emma went? Oh, she's probably with Ray. In the secret room. The secret room, bro. Any word from the supporters? Nope, still no contact from them. So, 7 days ago, let's get in touch with the supporters first. Yeah, we have to confirm that we can actually do that. To do that, we have to fix all of the circuits that are broken and then... but is it okay to contact them? That's a very interesting question to ask. Is it okay to contact them? Like, yeah. And I say, yeah, like, that is definitely one of the first questions you should ask. What if the supporters were already discovered by our enemies and killed? And even if we get in touch, we won't know if they're working for the enemy. That is a shoot. I didn't even think about that. That's 100% facts. They could be pretending to be the supporters. Even if we fix the circuits, it may lead to the enemy, and it may lead the enemy here too. It's true that Mr. Minerva already warned us of that danger. Don't leave traces when going back to the shelter. Be careful when entering and leaving the shelter. We were careful to follow those rules when we came here, and it seems there's a mechanism on the shelter circuits to make it detectable from the outside. We also prepared a few dummy shelters as well. The password to confirm each other was set too. But even with all these precautions, there is still danger. But despite the danger, I want to make sure if there are supporters, I want them to help us. And if they are already gone, we need to come up with an alternate plan. I want to clarify things while we still have time. So how do we get in touch with them? That's... We don't hear anything. We don't see anything. Yuko, did you know about this? Not a clue. No one would have guessed that this would be under that room. A phone. We just have to call the designated number from this phone. Then they're supposed to call back within 24 hours. I'm gonna call. Yo, look at Emma's determined face right here. It's been 7 days, we haven't heard anything. It's been 15 years since Mr. Minerva's recording. Perhaps there are more supporters. Perhaps there are no more supporters. But the phone still works. And the enemy hasn't answered or called back either, so this could be... Come on. It's completely empty? Yes. I think it's a dummy shelter. I could see Brother doing that. There's a possibility that he took measures predicting our betrayal. It's not just that, sir. I'm afraid that his people still remain. I couldn't detect them electronically, so I followed their footsteps. We're assuming there are more than 40 of them. Even though they may try to travel without leaving traces, they are amateur children. There is no way they could have erased everything. Yet I arrived at the dummy shelter. There is someone helping the children. Someone who erased their footprints and planted fake ones to mislead us. Have you seen? No. The phone is ringing? The phone is ringing. We need to help them. Yeah, shout out to the Wonder Pets, man. The Wonder Pets are... The Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets. Run our way. Hey, listen, man. The Gracefield house may as well be the Wonder Pets. Here we see Emma picks up the phone. I see, so they still remain, eh? Very well, let's change strategy. The target is now all the children. Whoever's helping them, dispose of all of them. I'm counting on you, Andrew. Yes, sir. Emma picks up the phone. It's Morse code. Sorry, but I cannot be with you now. I'll contact you soon. Be careful. Enemy is Peter Rothery, Minerva's younger brother, head of the Rothery family. Brother? Head? Hold it. What about the password? Beep, beep, beep. He's real. Don't move from there. I'll come for you, promise. So there was a supporter, but on a recording. Not on a recording, but someone alive on the other side of the phone. No, I just hope you can stay alive, young boys and girls. And we see someone right here wearing some sort of hoodie. This series makes me so mad. And it's like, bro, you start and you don't want to stop. Chapter 99, man. So there was a supporter, not just a recording, but someone alive on the other side of the phone. Was it really a supporter? Was he real? Yeah. If he was an enemy, he would have tried to locate us or lure us somewhere. Or he would have called back sooner. It's better to be safe than sorry. And the possibility of him being an enemy isn't zero, but I think he was the real thing. Good. So we were able to confirm that we can get in touch with the supporters. So he's going to help us? Actually, we can't say that for sure yet. He probably thinks we're trying to escape quietly. He wouldn't know that we're searching for the 7 walls to release all the children. Although it was Mr. Minerva who gave us that option, so it might be expected. We need to let them know about that somehow, but he's on our side nonetheless. Still, he seemed to be under some pressure. The message was short, and he was supposed to call back within 24 hours, but in the end it took him a week to respond. Also, he can't meet us now. It must mean the enemy, the threat is near. Well, it's good that we know that now. He'll contact us soon. He'll come for us. That's what the supporters said. That is very key. That just tells you that it's like in a video game where the mission is to survive until help comes, until cavalry comes, or until a certain person comes. Like to survive until X thing happens. So it's gonna end up being one of those situations. We should set turns to the phone duty so we can answer whenever he calls back. And we should have everyone learn Morse code too. Yeah, and until he contacts us, I want to move forward as much as we can with the search for the 7 walls. Then we have a full panel. Oh man, see, this is reminding me why I love the Promised Neverland's title pages. A really beautiful title page with all of the kids just doing regular daily duties in like a little chibi form. It's a really, really nice color page, or not color, cover title page. Search for day and night with the eyes of the dragon and Kubitidala. Well, that's the name of the chapter 2. Kubitidala. That's how you say that, right? Kubitidala. First go 10 north, then 10 east, then 10 south, and 10 west. Then 10 to the sky, 10 to the ground. When the arrow stops between the sands and the sun sets in the east, the earth will moan and the walls will appear. The thing which separates us and them, that is the 7 walls. They're messing with us, right? Yeah, no matter how many times we read it, it seems like they've got to be kidding. It's cryptic overall, but especially here, if you go north, east, south, and west, all the same distances, you end up where you started. But we've seen this term Kubitadala before, right? Yeah, totally. Were you able to decipher what I asked? Decipher. We have everyone gathered around. The ancient manuscripts from the reference room, eh? But any book that touches upon the promise or demons are practically ancient manuscripts. This is totally worn out. How old is this thing? Ray asked me to read it while you were all gone. But it's not just that they use ancient language. There are some pages that have chicken scratches in an unknown language on the tattered paper. Those are Latin and mirror writing, apparently. Latin and mirror writing, man. That's how you know that you truly want to hide something. Whenever you have Latin in mirror writing, that's how you know that there's some sort of code there needed to be deciphered, Skip. Latin was the common language of ancient Rome and its empire. Mirror writing is reversed writing, as if it was written reflected in a mirror. And then he shows an example of it right here. I can't believe you figured that out. There was a Latin dictionary on another shelf, so it caught my attention. But I didn't have time before we headed to Goldie Pond, so I asked my siblings to decipher it. And once we read it, just as Ray suspected, it was a transcription of the notes of many people. The times and locations are varied, and probably the oldest among them is written in Latin. Maybe the notes of a servant of the Hrothry clan who made the promise from 1,000 years ago. We only converted them to be legible and looked up the individual words. So that's only speculation. We don't know the exact content. But it appears in the text, the Dragon of Kubitadala. Kubitadala? Is it a place, or could it be most likely a location? That does make sense. because, or a place or person, because just based off of of course in the Yakuza games, Kazuma Kiryu, his name is the Dragon of Dojima. So the Dragon of Dojima, the Dojima family. So from his boss, or not really his, it's not really like the main boss of the Tojo clan, but from the boss of his family, of like his side of the whole bigger picture, Dojima. He was known as the Dragon of Dojima. So it was like he was the person that was feared as like his boss's biggest fighter, or biggest whatever. You catch my drift. You catch my drift. My biggest soldier, biggest fighter, strongest individual, whatever the case may be. So it could be Kubitadala could be a person, or it could be a place, as he says. So the Dragon of Kubitadala on this map, here, and it points to somewhere right here. Coordinates were added in. D528143. Are these coordinates the same as the ones from the pen? Search for day and night with the eyes of the Dragon of Kubitadala. And I don't understand the rest of the hints either, but yeah, we should go first to this Kubitadala place. D528143. It's pretty far. And who's going? The supporter told us not to move from here, and our first priority is to protect this shelter. Only if you can go, it's a lot of us will stand out. A select few, which means it would be Emma, Ray, Yugo, and so it would be Emma and me, and then Dawn and Gilda. Dawn and Gilda, so no Yugo, and that's Ray saying that too, so you know it's a shoot. Dawn and Gilda, are you sure you want to go with just kids? They're going to be a bunch of demons, and this time there's no guide who knows the way. It's an unknown area where even I haven't gone. I know it's dangerous, and it would be reassuring to have you come with us. But the communication with the supporter let us know that the enemy is definitely after us. I'm sure they're searching for this shelter. That's why I don't want to leave you short-handed. This is our base where we all live. I want you to hide and protect the shelter and everyone. Don't worry, Dawn and Gilda are very reliable. Yeah, they're fast learners. Even when we escaped, they. And then we have just a panel of both of them just crying. Yeah, if you don't want to come, you don't have to. We do want to go. I'm just happy. I thought we'd have to stay behind again. It was hard to just wait. I'm so happy to be able to do something with you this time. We'll do our best to help out, right, Gilda? Yeah. Sorry to spoil your cheesy party, but take these two. Don't worry about our side. 4 isn't enough for sufficient guard duty, and these two are pretty useful too. You're worried about them, aren't you? Is it okay to ask you guys to go? Of course. I mean, since they spent this much time together, you can't blame Yugo for wanting to protect them. You know what I'm saying? So here we have a couple panels of no dialogue, and just straight up just planning for and preparing for the adventure at hand. It should be okay because Zack is the medic and Violet can see well in the dark, right? Were you always so overprotective? It is like, well, I mean, whatever. And you have one of the kids right behind him reading the Morse code book. That's fascinating. Here we go. Okay, we're going. Oh, they're heading out, man. Let's go. We're already in chapter 100? Good lord. This is the problem with this series, man. Once you start, it's hard to stop. Dear Emma, how is that Phil? Philip! Dear Emma, how are you? Growl, the alien monster attacks. Come on, you two, play with me. I guess we have no choice. I'm well. Chapter 100, Arrival. It's been 2 months and a lot has happened. Carol can say more words now. Phew. My and Sherry's scores have gone up. Eugene, Charlie, and Milos are well too, but I don't know about the others. After the fire, we were separated and sent to other related facilities. Same house under the same sky. Probably got split up among the other 4 plants. I haven't seen Mom since then. I don't know where she is. Man, dude. Like, the fact that Isabel... Because you know that she's going to have some more importance later on in the story. So you just wonder what that's going to be. It's definitely going to be something massive for the overall plot to come and happen later down the line, because to me, those final sequences and portions of the Gracefield House arc really allowed Isabel to solidify her own resolve to move forward with her future. Right, so, man, dude, whatever. We have a new life with a new mom. Phil, come and join us. Our new siblings are all good people. Jackie's the oldest. Helen is a kind big sister. The class clown Simon reminds me of Dawn. Now everyone say goodbye to Simon. Oh man, Simon's heading off, bro. Congratulations, Simon. Happy for you. Don't forget to write us. And you see Phil is shook, man. Nobody knows the truth. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be. I know finding a foster family is a lie. Simon is going to be harvested today. He won't grow up. I want to see something run or don't go, but I can't. If I say that I can't protect Sherry and the others, nothing will happen. I wonder if this is how Ray felt. Man, dude, Phil, dog. Dear Emma, how are you? Thank you for the food. Are you eating well? You haven't gotten hurt or sick, right? Did you escape safely and meet up with Mr. Minerva? Phil, are you okay? Are you feeling sick? I miss you. I'm lonely. This is too painful. I want to see you, Emma. Man, dude, this is going right into the psyche of Phil, dude. But I made a promise. I decided to do my best. Yo, the legendary chapter with Norman. I won't give up. I'm going to protect everyone. I know Emma's going to come back for us. And if she can't, then I'm going to see her. Taking everyone with me. That's why. I'm doing great. I'm fine, Emma. Everyone, we have a special guest today. Hello, my name is oh god. So we have this dude who was originally on the mission to take out all the kids, is now sent directly here. Oh god, man, this is gonna cause for some interesting scenarios. Now, what's your name? Phil. Phil, I'd like to talk to you. Oh god, here we go. And then we switch over here, man. So, are we gonna switch back to Phil, man? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That was a very, very interesting first half of the chapter, really delving into Phil as a character. And delving into his psychological into his psychological struggle right now. His mental struggle. Of how he has to deal with the situation at this point in time, and he's even younger than Emma. I'm like, man, dude. I got a lot of respect for Phil. Do you hear that? Probably a stream. If the map's right there, if the map's right, there's a stream ahead. How do you know without looking at the map? We memorized it. Memorized? Ray told us to, so we memorized the map in the ancient manuscript as well as all the other maps that were in the reference room. It was probably easier than the test at the house, so go ahead and use this 4 as maps. Man, Gracefield was crazy. But unfortunately, it's older information, so we're using them only as a reference. The terrain might be the same, but we can't assume the demon communities are just as the maps indicate, and we don't know what types of demons are there. So our priority is to not encounter demons. Observe any tracks carefully to strictly avoid them. But if we encounter some, hide before they see us. And if they still find us, you gotta pwn them. And we have Quincy, top tier form Quincy Emma, straight up just bow and arrow gang, headshot. I'll take care of them before they call others. The most dangerous are the intelligent demons who have human forms. We have to avoid settlements and cities at all costs. Our goal is D528143. And then, here they are. We're here, so this is Kubitadala. They've arrived, man. I think this is a perfect chapter to end on. Chapter 100. We have finally arrived at Kubitadala. It's time to find out and figure out and see what the Dragon of Kubitadala is. I want to know more about what's going to happen there with Andrew and Phil's situation. That's going to be fascinating. But now we're on an adventure here with trying to remember, I think it's Violet and Zach. Zach, Violet, Dawn, Gilda, and then of course Ray and Emma. So we have these 6 individuals out here on an adventure in Kubitadala, attempting to find the Dragon of Kubitadala, which to me is so cool. Once again, going back to Yakuza with the name Dragon of Dojima, one of the most amazing names I've ever heard for an individual. It's like Shiroyasha level. But yeah, man, the Dragon of Kubitadala just makes you think, is it a place? Is it a person? I mean, I know they say it's a place, so it's probably a place, but it'll be interesting just seeing that. So just based on the way this is going right now, it looks like Yugo, they're gonna have a situation to where Yugo is going to have to fend off against some, and maybe they might have to move, which means they might not actually reunite for quite some time, just based off of that. They might be separated for longer than we're actually expecting. Not only that, but what's gonna happen with Phil, man? And what an interesting first half of that chapter. But anyways, man, it was awesome reading some Promised Neverland greatness. It has been a while. It was great just seeing these characters again, and just finally being able to dive into this world once more, because it's been so long. And every single time I sit down to read this series, I'm reminded of why I love it so much, man. It's just so addicting, right? It really, really is. It's just, once you sit down, like, you see it to be a continued thing, you just want to keep going. But at some point, you just have to stop and wait until next time to continue on the awesome sauce. So I think chapter 100 is a good stopping point. Whenever we come back, I look forward to finding out what is here in Kuwitadala. And we have our objectives, we have our goals, we know what we want to do. We pretty much have what needs to be done from here until we get to the human world. So Neverland awesome sauce, man. I do wonder, because I know that y'all are on chapter 133, so about 33 chapters from now, I do wonder where we're gonna be in terms of the Neverland greatness. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you all very much for being patient with me. Thank you all very much for reading this alongside me. I will see y'all next time. Let me know what y'all thought about this batch of chapters. And I'm excited to continue more with the Promised Neverland awesome sauce. And I apologize for having it take so long, but I try to do it as often as I can. And this month in particular, I'm going double down. And I'm going ham in like somewhere, man. I'm having a blast doing YouTube right now. So I'm going to continue to read as much as these series that I miss, because I miss Neverland, I miss My Hero, I miss Tower of God. So I wanted to go back and read a couple of these series and try to catch back up, man. Even though I don't think I've ever been completely caught up to Neverland. Like, I've been caught up to My Hero several times, but Neverland I've never actually caught up. So the day that I actually do catch up to Neverland is going to be very, very weird. Very, very weird, man. But I'll see y'all next time. Hope everybody has a blessed one. Catch y'all later.